Hey guys, welcome to another session in this hangout where we're going to have a lot of fun. I hope you guys have promoted this to your list and done all of that stuff. I wanted to go over a couple of things today because I've got some exciting news I want to share with you. It's very, very interesting stuff, and I want your guys' feedback. I don't think we're going to be having Steve on the hangout today. I think he may be, because when I last spoke to him, he was quite tired, so he might not be on today. But I'm sure he'll catch this hangout like the rest of you guys are. If you guys are there, just let me know so I can say hi to you all. I would appreciate it. It gives me kind of bit of feedback to know that I'm not talking to myself. So if you guys would do that as well. Also, we're going to be covering a little bit into this hangout, some questions and questions and answers session where you can ask me some questions about iPaaS or Empower or whatever you want to ask. I'll do my best to answer them as best I can. And I can't promise I can answer everything 100% to your satisfaction, but I will give you the best answer I can and help you along the way, because that was what this whole session is about. All right, really, it's a time for us to meet, time for us to exchange ideas, and I'd like to share with you some stuff that I have planned, especially with the Facebook group. I've got some really exciting stuff I want to share with you on that. All right, so for those of you who don't know me and perhaps are new to this hangout, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Dave Reineke, not Rennick, not Reineke, Reineke, and I live in South Africa. I live in a third world country where I find it quite difficult. Well, especially in the beginning, I found it quite difficult to start a business online, especially since the currency in this country is quite low. And I just wanted to let you know that it's completely possible to earn an income online. All right, if you are battling and you don't think it's possible, it absolutely is. And the people on this hangout that will verify that I am telling the truth and that I am indeed building an income online, and I have for the last 2 years. And it has kind of exploded only because I have been consistent with my work, despite the fact that I've gone through times when I didn't think that anything was actually going to happen. I see some comments over here. Right. Okay, so we've got some people here. That's awesome. All right, so where was I? Yes, I have to warn you, I'm a little tired. I've been up for quite a bit. That shouldn't surprise a lot of you. But I have been up for quite a bit. I've had quite a hectic weekend. And also, I just wanted to say to all my American friends out there, Happy Memorial Day. I understand it is quite an important time for you this time of year, and I just wanted to let you know that I am aware of that and what it stands for, and I wish you all a happy Memorial Day. Okay, so let me get back into this. So I wanted to really tell you that it is completely possible to make a living online. I am living proof of that. If you spoke to Ryan Maynard about me 2 years ago when we spoke for the first time on Skype, and he spoke to me one-on-one, and I was saying to him that if I could just make $1 online, I would be happy. And I didn't make a single cent for 8 months. It was tough going, but back then I was completely brand new, and Ryan was just getting it started as well. That is a truck in the background, if you can hear it. I'm right next to a highway. So anyway, so I didn't think it was completely possible. But the thing is that I was fairly new, and Ryan was actually also starting up, but he started like a couple of months before I did. And he was involved with a program that was allowing him to make money because he lived in the States and he could qualify to do that. So he was in a fortunate position where he could actually make money. And I was not able to do that because I live in South Africa, and we have a lot of hindrances in this country with regards to making money online. But anyway, I carried on and I pursued and I learned techniques, and I went through the whole deal. I went through my ups, I went through my downs, and there were a lot of downs because, you know, when you're not making money for the first couple of months, you think, man, what am I doing wrong? And then you've got to look at it again. But the thing I kept in mind from the beginning is that I was going to do this despite anything else. I remember speaking to a friend of mine saying that I was going to do this until I die. And I really, 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 really meant it. I was going to do this no matter what. And I did whatever I could to make the payments. I even came short on a couple of months where I couldn't make the payments, and I went in grace in a couple of times. And then, of course, I did some work. I found some work. I did whatever I could to get the money, and I got back in the system, and I started to work as hard as I can. And I do remember Ryan saying to me all the time, it's just around the corner, Dave. It's just around the corner. And he kept on talking to me, encouraging me, and really giving me a real sense of worth and that I could actually do this. Because the truth is, when you're in a business like this, it's hard to find people in your area or people around you that support you, because you're doing something that's kind of foreign to them. You know, making money online, doing that marketing thing. Everyone's kind of looking at you skew. But the truth is, now things are a lot better for a lot of reasons. All right, if I had to start brand new all over again with the knowledge I knew now, I could. I'm very confident that I could actually get up there within a few weeks very, very easily because of what I've learned. And all of that knowledge that you need to know is right there in the system that you have, that you've been invited to. It's all there. You don't need to hide from anything. You don't need to worry about anything. If I had that information when I started out, I would have been there a lot quicker. And I can tell you that it really, really does work. So I wanted to touch on a few subjects, but the one that I wanted to touch on the most was the idea, and this is perhaps the biggest reason as to why I want to do this hangout today. And this is the idea of support and encouragement. All right. Now, we have a Facebook mastermind group, of which if you're invited to this hangout, you probably have access to that group. It's a 24-hour marketing mastermind group. And when I initially started that group, I initially made that group for my team directly under me, who I started out. What had happened was I was with Ryan for a while, and Ryan had his team going, and I really wanted to grow and expand and do something a little bit uncomfortable because I was learning and growing and I was producing an income. So I decided to create this Facebook group. I got people in my team, and what's actually happened over time is it's grown to it's grown quite dramatically over the last 6 months. I think it's just over doubled now. And the idea of this group, all right, was that we could come to this group and encourage each other and to help each other, and to really, if you had any questions, you could go to that group and you could ask anything you wanted to. And, the idea is that somebody in that group has possibly gone through what you have gone through. And so if you can put your question there, that means there are a lot of people there with a lot of knowledge that can answer questions possibly better than I can, better than Ryan can. We all have our strengths in different areas. And this is the beauty of this Facebook group, all right? So the moment you get people into your team, or you get signups into your team, you can direct them straight to this group. So when people go in there and they add, and I see that popping up, it's because you guys have been directing them to this Facebook group. And the whole idea behind it is that you can actually have your team go to that group and ask questions if they have any questions. And that takes a load off you as a person who is trying to market your business, all right? You don't have to spend all the time on the phone speaking to people for hours and hours and hours trying to explain something. You've got a group where everybody can help and explain everything to them. Okay, that's the whole idea of the group. And I really wanted to make this group as neutral as possible. All right. Now, what I mean by that is I didn't want to have this group as a way for people to promote stuff. Okay. So sometimes I'll get in the post before it actually gets approved, because every post gets approved. I'll get people, posting, try this system. It's the best thing in the world with a link, and it just gets deleted. All right. I didn't want any of that. I don't want people posting pictures with their affiliate links. I deleted them straight away. And the reason for that was I didn't want this to become a source of traffic. This Facebook group is not a source of traffic. You have to understand it. It is a community of people that want to help each other move forward. All right. And I've been trying to figure out a way that I can do this effectively. So what I've actually done also in this group, if you have a look in the group and you'll see this info on the right that gives you a detailed description about what this group does. And then at the end, it gives you a link. Now, when I first started this group, I had the link to my affiliate link. That was right in the beginning. And I completely forgot about it. And when I looked at it a few months ago, I realized, hey, this isn't right. So I changed it to theonlinenetbrands.com/members. And for those of you who don't know, you can access that training anytime you want to. All right, that training is there for you so that you can use the same principles that I use to generate the income that I have today. All right, so it's really great to be able to earn, $2,000-$3,000 a month every single month, all the time. And I have built that income solely on that particular training that I provided in that group. All right, you can go there and check it out. And it's free for anyone to use who is in this group. All right, and in that particular course, there's no affiliate link to any opportunity out there. I wanted to make that particular course free for people in the group, that they could send anybody in their team to that training. So, and not have anybody else's link in there, including mine. All right, so my link isn't in there. I don't have any link to any sort of make money opportunity at all. All right, that is purely for you guys. That's why I have that group there. That's why I have that training there. Sorry. All right, so I have I've been doing a lot of research over the last week about how we can improve this group. And so what I have decided to do, and this is something I'm going to give it a trial run for a while. It's probably going to run for maybe a week or two and see how it goes, and then we'll see if we'll carry on further. But this is what I want people to be able to do. Now, remember that this is not a source of traffic. All right, you're not there to post your affiliate link in that group at all. All right, what I want you guys to do, and I will post up something soon, is I want you guys to be able to use this group. And if you are in the Empower Network system, I want you to be able to have access to that group to put your blog link in there. So, all right, so if you've got the Kolatu blog and you have your Kolatu blog running, I want you to be able to put your link in that group. And this is why I want you to do it. I want you to do it because I want us to help each other. And this is how I want us to help each other. When you put your link in that group, all right, and you have to do this on a few conditions, all right? I don't want you to go ahead just posting your blog every 5 minutes because you want people to see your blog. The whole idea behind this concept, all right, is so that when you post your link, when you post your blog link in that group, other people who are in that Facebook group can go to your blog, all right? They can click on the link. They can go to the blog. They can read the blog, all right? And then comment on the blog or share the blog, or even comment and share and give them some likes, all right? And the reason I want to do this is because it's going to help you when you are blogging, all right? It's a great thing having a blog, but it's quite another thing having a blog with comments on it, or with likes on it, or with shares on it. So when you actually go ahead and put your link in and somebody reads it, what you are meant to do after that is, in the actual comment section underneath, what I want you to write is done, all right? So once you've commented on that, you write the comment done on that. And that way, people will know that you actually commented on that blog. Now, realistically speaking, all right, there are, there's 150 people on that Facebook group. It's impossible for us to actually go to every single one, however many people have blogs on there. So what I want us to do is I want us to try and help each other. So if we see a blog that's got like 10 comments on it, go and look at a blog that perhaps doesn't have a lot of comments on it, so we can help each other. Or perhaps you want to put comments on 50 blogs. It's entirely up to you. Remember that what you reap, you're going to sow, all right? And that, I believe, is going to help us tremendously as a team, all right? So that is the idea. This isn't a place for you to go ahead and get traffic from, or for people to go ahead and just see what your opportunity is about. This is a community where we can go and help each other with our blogging content. So if you have eventually with people commenting on your blog, and you've got 10 comments, and you've got 15 shares, and you've got 20 likes, and somebody else finds your blog on the internet, that's going to give you a lot of credibility. It's also going to help you in the ranking of Google when you actually write a blog post, because Google appreciates that when they see people commenting on your blog. All right, now, I want to know if that is a good idea, or if you guys like that. I really would appreciate some coming back. I'm going to wait a while because I know there's a bit of a delay on this actual blog. I'll go ahead and read some of these comments. Oh yes, don't go into Facebook jail. I'm still in Facebook jail, by the way, just so you guys know. It's been about 2 weeks now, or nearly 2 weeks, so I should be out on Wednesday, and the freedom will be unbelievable. But I've been so missing to be able to interact with you guys, honestly. I think the reason I actually got put in jail was because I accidentally joined too many groups, and they kind of locked me up. So that is, if you guys can actually comment on what I'm saying here. Okay, so you guys like that idea. I know Carl likes it. If anybody else can hear this, if you can just comment. All right, so that's what I want us to do. I want us to be able to help each other in this community, and to really start making a difference in each other's lives, right? This group isn't just about my team, because I know a lot of people are on my group are not directly on my team, but we are here to help each other. And I really even if somebody isn't on my team, if I can help them, I really want to be able to do that. All right, so that's what I want you guys to really start doing, and to interact with each other, because people do see that. And when you start commenting on people's blog, it really gives people a sense of accomplishment. All right, believe it or not, Jen, when she goes and she likes people's comments and she comments on other people's comments, people recognize that, and they appreciate that. And I know a lot of people out there appreciate Jennifer for what she does. And she's a great example of a person who's really active in the Facebook community, just really wanting to make sure that everybody's doing well. And that's what we need to do. We need to sample off that, and to become people who are interested in other people's work, not just ourselves. All right, so the temptation might be that, I don't want people to be on there and just be takers. All all right? Because you'll find after a while it's not going to work. It might work for a couple of times, but after a while people are just going to ignore that because you're not really commenting, all right? The idea is that we help each other and that we really give this a good go. So I want to see how it goes for about a week or so, and then depending on that, we'll see how it works. And if you like it, we'll have kind of like maybe a vote and see. We'll see how it works. We'll see how everything goes. Let's see. Yes, that's right. You know, if you're getting a lot of social interaction on your blog, that's gonna be an amazing thing. You know, I see a lot of these gurus that have these blogs that are so-called making thousands of dollars. You go and check the blogs out, and they got like one like, you know, and you just wonder what's going on there. You know, how many people liking, and you know, we want to add credibility to what we're doing, because when people see that, it means that we're obviously doing something right, and we really want to give everyone a push in the right direction. All right, so I hope that is helpful, and that's the big change I want to make. I also want to speak to you guys about a big change that's happening tomorrow. All right, so when I say tomorrow, I mean Tuesday. All right, because right now today is Tuesday. Today's Tuesday for me because it's like 2:20 in the morning. But let's pretend it's Monday. So Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, is going to be the launch of Colatu Premium. All right. Now, if you don't know what Colatu Premium is, that's okay. I'm going to tell you a bit about it now. But basically, what we have at the moment in Empower Network is we have Colatu Blog, which is an amazing blogging platform that allows you to just get a blog up and start blogging. All right. If any of you have had experience with setting up a blog with WordPress from the get-go and you don't know what you're doing, you know that it's a mission. You know that you have to do a lot of things to get it going right. Colatu has made it so much easier for us in that they have provided SEO and ideas for you to write blogs on. They've got these amazing plugins. I've never seen them anywhere before. It's just a fantastic way to go about building your business, because you don't have to worry about hosting. You don't have to worry about whether your blog is going to work or not. It's all working on absolutely amazing servers, and you don't have to worry about any of that security stuff. It's all taken care of. All right, that's the beauty about the Colatu blog. Now, as we all know, in the Empower Network, the Colatu blog is $25 per month. And in Empower Network, we have a couple of other options. So we've also got hosting in Empower Network, which it's also $25 a month, but it gives you the ability to host your own videos so that nobody else can mess with them. All right, now, Colatu Premium is going to come out, and that's going to be $97 a month. And I believe there's going to be a discount tomorrow for people that are in the program, to give it a go and see what it's like. It's going to be quite a substantial discount from what I understand. Or I don't hold my, I'm not putting my head on the block there. But whole idea is with this Colatu blog, it's going to enable you to be able to get, I think, 100% commissions on that. All right. For a while, at least, or while they're launching it, which is going to be fantastic. And I really can't wait to get hold of this thing. Now, the Colatu Premium blog is going to have hosting included. All right. You're going to be able to earn substantial commissions. It's going to bring out one theme every single month. So every month there'll be a new theme added. All right. The support is going to be unbelievable. All right, I know with support on Colatu, they've got support that you put as a support ticket in, but I believe the support in Colatu Premium is far above that and very quick. They also are going to provide a whole lot of more add-ons and widgets. And from what I understand, they've got something, it's like an intelligent widget. So basically what happens is you write your blog out, and usually on the Colossal blog, you write your blog out, and everything is sorted out for you. But what this is going to do is it's going to say, hey, you know what you should do to make your blog better and to get ranked faster, and it's going to throw up suggestions so that you can go ahead and get your blog ranked quicker. All right, so that's an amazing feature, and that's the one that I'm really interested in. All right, so I want you guys, if you are in the system or if you're not in the system, go ahead and join. All right, there's a button below this video. Whoever brought you here, go ahead and click that button and get started with Empower Network. Once you're in the system, all right, you can go to, I think it's called Tactical Tuesdays, normally on a Tuesday, but they are launching this thing tomorrow, all right, which means they're releasing it for the first time to affiliates, and we're going to have exclusive access to this blog. So I'm really excited about it. I want to get there tomorrow. I'm going to be there. I hope you guys are going to be there, and we're going to see what it's all about, because it's going to be an absolutely amazing experience. All right, now let's see. Are there any other comments here? Yeah, I think that's right. There's like a 2-week discount in the monthly premium, $97. That is correct. There are really, really amazing things happening with this blog. Now, there is another subject I want to touch on, and that is in the iPaaS back office. Guys, all right. Now, this is really, I've been so excited about this, I can barely contain myself. All right, first of all, just so you know, I finished my 21-day blogging challenge. All right, I finished it. I did 21 days of blogging, and I followed all the steps. You know, this month I've had like 7 sales in Empower Network just through the power of blogging. Guys, I want you to understand something. Blogging is powerful. Now, I'm not stopping. I'm going to carry on because I know this thing picks up momentum. I know it carries on, and I know it builds. And the great thing about actually writing this blog is that my content is getting out there, and I'm actually getting friend requests from people asking me to send them a link based on the content that I've sent them. All right, so that is exciting news. Now, I don't know if you guys have actually done this, but there is in the back office of iPaaS, there is a 30-day, it's like a 30-day challenge or a 30-day plan that they have. Now, guys, I spoke to somebody who went through one of these particular nuggets inside the 30-day challenge. He implemented the strategy that they gave in that challenge. In one day, this person produced over 30 opt-ins just using the information inside the iPaaS back office. Now, I want you guys, and look, I'm not going to tell you what it is because I want you guys to take the initiative and go ahead and look at that stuff, all right? I want you to go through that stuff with a fine-tooth comb. It is incredible, incredible information. And I am now going into it a lot deeper now because I've missed so much information in that back office that I kind of skimmed over it. And I'm as guilty as anybody. That stuff is golden. Go through it and you'll see exactly what I mean. You know, when I first bring people into a business of any kind, the first thing I say to them is, go through the videos, go through the training. You know, it doesn't matter what they're doing. Go through everything, because if you don't, you're going to miss out. And the temptation is that when you go through something, you sometimes skim over it. You sometimes think, oh, well, I know this stuff, so I'll just go into the next bit because I just want to get it done. You have to take things step by step by step, and you've got to slow down. All right? Don't presume you know everything. Every time I think I know something and I learn something more, I realize how much I don't know. All right? So the more information you're going to find, the better equipped you are going to be effective in your marketing, right? So that really is what I wanted to share with you guys. If you have any questions and you would like to ask me, please go ahead and put them in the comment section. Any question you want to ask, and I'll be more than willing to help, all right? Because this is the chance you've got. If you want to ask me something, go ahead. I'm going to do my best to answer the questions if they come up. I know that there is a lag on this particular feed, so I will wait a few minutes and talk about something while I see the comments running down. But let's see. Okay, what have we got here? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Well, actually, that's awesome. Somebody's joined the actual training, the 24-hour marketing mastermind course. That's great. Are there any questions you would like to ask me? Anything at all? I want to ask you guys a question. The first question is, have you guys been making your videos? All right. Have you been making the videos? Have you gone through the training and made the videos? Have you tried to do two to four videos a day? All right. That's the first question I've got. If you have, say yes, I've done the video. The second question is, have you guys been blogging daily? All right. And be honest. You can, honesty is the best policy. Have you guys been blogging daily? And the third question I want to know is, have you guys been listening to training? Have you been listening to, for instance, your inner circle? Have you been doing that? Have you guys been doing what they call RPAs, what are they called? Income producing activities for your business? Or have you been saying, no, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. Have you guys been doing that? Okay, let's see. No questions. Everybody's there today. Sure. This is going to be easier than I thought. Come on, there's nobody out there got a tough question for me? The other thing I want to ask you guys is this. Have you guys been thinking about starting your own hangout? All right. Have you been thinking about doing that to your list? It's important that you let your list know that you are there. All right. That's very important. If you're starting any sort of business and you want to let them know that you are actually, because the thing is, when somebody joins a business and they opt into your list, and then you send them a link to some sort of opportunity, and then you send them another link to some sort of opportunity, and you're not providing value. All right. If you send them value over and over and over again, you're going to get an increase in your open rate. Now, I'll tell you something very interesting. A few weeks ago, I had a look at my open rate, and it was down quite a bit. It was embarrassingly down. So what I've done now over the last few weeks is just provided value. All right. And over the last few weeks, I've actually seen an increase in my open rate. I'm not just spamming people, giving them, garbage and, rubbish opportunities, but I've been providing value, and my open rate has increased a hang of a lot more. The other thing that I do is I do a hangout every single week, regardless of whether I've got great stuff or not. And the reason I do that is because I want people to know that I do exist. I want people to know that I'm real. I want people to know that I'm committed to this business. All right. Being committed to a business is very important. All right. If you're not committed, neither are the people around you going to be committed. All right. So have you been thinking about starting your own hangout? I know that Jennifer the other day made a video and she put it up on YouTube, and it was very difficult for her to do. And she did it anyway, because she made this thing called I will do things despite. I think it was like that. I will succeed despite. And that's absolutely true. When you can push through those hurdles and tough times, you're going to do it. Now, are you going to be starting a hangout of your own? Are you going to be doing that? Because the moment you start doing that, people are going to start seeing you, and they're going to start seeing you as a person who's actually real, a person that they actually, oh, I actually signed up with this person. All right, so they actually do exist. And that is what people want. They want people to connect with. They want people who are real. So do that, all right? Are you making your videos? Are you, are you doing a blog post every single day? Start the blogging challenge. It's incredible. It really gets you going, and you actually start to enjoy it. Or at least I'm starting to enjoy it, even though I battle with the whole writing thing. My spelling is up the pole. I cannot spell for toffee. But I'm starting to enjoy the process. I just get very frustrated when I battle with the spelling part, and even the autocorrect messes me around. And are you starting your Hangouts? All right, are you actually starting Hangouts? You've got to start thinking about this with regards to your team. Some people might say to me, Dave, I'm not really producing as much as I want to. And all I want to say to these people is, you know what? Have you got yourself a Hangout every week? Are you doing that? Are you sending emails to your list? Do you have your own Facebook group for your personal team? Okay, so people can meet together. We had Pat Patterson on a few weeks ago, and Pat is doing incredible. He's doing fantastic. He's making like 12 grand a month blogging. He doesn't even like. And he has just started a Facebook group. He's just started. He's got like 12 members. I mean, I think it was even less than that. The point I'm making is he saw the value in creating a group, so he did it because he wants to build his team, just like I'm building my team. And when you start doing that, you're going to start seeing a huge difference in your result. All right, do we have any questions? Thinking, but I haven't taken action yet. I'll call that's honest, man. I appreciate your honesty, bro. It was a long time before I actually did my Hangouts. I remember when Ryan said to me, Dave, you got to do your own Hangouts. I really wanted him to change the subject very quickly because I was thinking, no ways I'm going to be able, there's no ways. And that was very, very frightening for me. But you know what? I had to get over it. And you know that you're growing if you're doing something uncomfortable. So I did something uncomfortable. And the interesting thing is that when I do these Hangouts, or when I'm here for people to see that I'm real, the interesting thing is that people tend to stay in your business longer because they know that you're there. If you disappear, people are going to start wondering where you are. And that's one of the reasons I brought Aiden over last week. I wanted you guys to see, I think it was Aiden last week, I wanted you guys to see that he was real. A lot of you guys had even said to me, gee, is Aiden still around? Is he even doing the business? And he is. He's just got couple of irons in the fire. And he is. He's doing very, very well. He's actually launching his own product soon. And we will be having a Hangout with him as well. That's going to help. Let's see. So we have no questions. Cool. All right. I don't want to make this an extremely long Hangout. I just really wanted to give you guys to let you know about the changes I'm making in the group. I'm going to allow for people to actually go ahead and post their blog link in there if you are in Empower Network. If you're not in Empower Network, cheers, Jen. Appreciate it. If you're not in the Empower Network system, but you are working on the blogging strategies they're teaching in the iPass system, that's fine too. Just let me know, all right? Just let me know about it, all right? Because I don't want people just posting up any sort of blog up there. This is about a community of helping us build the business together. So if you are like, perhaps you're in a position where you can't really go to the Empower Network, and that's fine, because I understand. I'm not impossible. If you can't, and you're using Blogspot or whatever the case is to promote your business using iPass, that's fine as well. Just let me know about it and say, hey Dave, I am working on promoting iPass through blogging because I can see the content in there is amazing. That's fine. And just go ahead and just let me know about that. All right, so keep that in mind. And please also do me a favor. When you bring people to the group, please, as much as possible, educate them on what the group isn't. All right? When people know what it isn't, and it isn't a source for traffic, all right? It isn't a source for traffic. It's a source for you to gain support so that you can use that for traffic, all right? So say that to your team whenever you're sending them to the actual group. Say that you want people to use this as a way to encourage each other, have a conversation with them before you get in there, or put it in the email when you send up on your follow-up series. All right. That's what I do every time on my follow-up emails. When I have a follow-up sequence, I have my message at the top, and then right at the bottom, I give them the opportunity to go to the Facebook group. After that, I give them the opportunity to go to the free training. All right, because that free training works like gangbusters. It works really, really well when you implement the strategies properly. And you can see loads of people on this group are earning money with the system, just following that strategy. All right, so let's see. I want to help someone here. We are in this to get ahead, and another, if we are supporting each other, we will succeed. Yeah, that is correct. That's right. The only way that we're going to succeed is if we support each other. And you know what? This actually brings me to an interesting point. I was on a hangout a few days ago with a very good friend of mine. And let me tell you what these guys do. It's actually quite, I can't believe it, actually, if you think about it. We work so hard to get so many people on our hangouts, all right? This guy, this is the epitome of what real support is. All right, there are two guys that are in this business. It's not this business, it's something else, and they are getting people, supporting people in their team. So they had a hangout, right? They had a hangout for one person. I want you to think about that. They had a hangout for one person in their team. So if you just think about the power of that, if you've got a friend or somebody in the business you can partner up with, and you can say, hey, let's work at this together. Perhaps we can both benefit. And you both have a hangout, and you get somebody on, like somebody's on their team, and you say, hey, buddy, we're going to hang out especially for you. Why don't you come aboard? Do you know how much that will do for people? Just think about that for a second. Try and get that whole thing about getting so many people on a hangout and filling it up when you can actually support one person. And then maybe later on they bring somebody else and say, these guys are amazing. They talk directly to you. And then they bring two people, and then they bring three people. And then they start asking questions and interacting. And that is exactly the whole point about what I want to do. I want to help people. So I really don't care if we have one person on this hangout or two people on the hangout or two active people that I see. Thanks, Jen. Thanks, Carl. I really do appreciate it. Honestly, I do. Just carry on doing what you guys are doing. Be supportive. Help each other. And I promise you, it's going to get you so far. All right? When you start thinking about yourself, it's going to draw you back and you're going to be closed off. You need to start thinking about other people, because that is the way that you actually do grow. We always think that the easiest way to grow is the way that we think naturally. But the truth is that if you want to grow, you have to start thinking in ways that challenge you and make you think differently. All right, so that's what I want you to do. So please, I know it might not have been a whole bunch of stuff that you wanted to hear. Maybe it wasn't all the nuggets you were expecting to hear, but I hope that I've at least gotten through to you guys that I want us to be a community of people who help each other and who are interacting. And so even if, you know, the 2-3 people on this hangout, that's fine. Just when you go to the actual Colatu blog, and you've got that link, post it in the group, and I'll be there. I'll be posting comments on it, and I'm sure a couple of other people will be. And, you know, hopefully we can build this up over time. And here's the other thing I just wanted to clarify about the videos that people put on the actual Facebook group. When you're posting videos, the reason I don't allow for links in that is because when you actually post your title on that video blog that you've put, and not just the link, when you go ahead and put that title in the search engine of YouTube, whenever, let's say that you're looking down, and you can't find the person, and you go to the next page, and then it might be halfway down the second page, and you click on that video, that tells Google that that video is important, and that's why it pushes you up. That's the whole idea, all right? So that is why I have it with the videos. I can't do that with a blog, obviously, because not everybody knows how to get onto the front page. It can be quite involved. But obviously, if you've got an authority blog like Colatu, it's going to help you dramatically. All right, so let's see. All right, so guys, I know that was fairly short. It's only 45 minutes or so. I'm going to say goodbye, and I wish you everything of the best. I really do appreciate it. And I will chat to you next week. And by the way, please, guys, if you are not in, all right, if you're not in the Empower Network system, I would highly, highly recommend getting in on this now, all right? Because it will not be, the discount that you're going to get is not going to be available ever again. And they're very serious about that. A lot of companies joke about it, but Empower Network are very serious about that. They never take down the prices. And I've tested it, all right? I've been with the company for over 2 years now, and I've never seen them drop prices again, all right? They bring out the, so please, if you're not in the Empower Network system, do your best to try and get into it so you can experience the benefit of blogging, because the power of blogging is tremendous. It honestly is. It is tremendous. I've seen it work, and I'm working on that strategy, and I'm going to give you guys updates on how I'm doing and to see how things go. So with that said, I'm going to bid you guys adios, and I will, oh, and before I end, I just wanted to say congratulations to Gerald, who joined Empower Network. Gerald signed up. He's a South African as well, and he joined the Empower Network team. Congratulations, buddy. I really, man, you've made the best decision of your life. If you guys see him in the Facebook group, please say hi and congratulate him. He's made an absolute amazing choice. So guys, with that said, I'm going to say goodbye. Cheers, guys.